got a chance to see House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 5, The Regent. Let's talk about it right now. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you so much for spending time with me as we rant about movies, comic books, and television shows, as well as the occasional board game. I did just put up an unboxing for the new Star Wars Unlimited, and I am putting up a Lorcana playthrough with Ulcer. Ulcer, yeah. How about Ursula? Oh, she gives me agita. She gives me an ulcer. That's funny. Anyway, yes, I have that going up as well. And so check those out if you're into board games at all. And if you are into board games, then I'm also going to be at Gen Con with Myth Lords, which is my game that I'm doing with Mark Spears, which is classic monsters. So if you're going to head up to there, I will be in the general play area playing through that and play testing with everybody. But yeah, I got a chance to watch this episode. But remember, too, to give me a thumbs up, give me a like, give me a subscribe if you can. And let's jump right into... Oh, also, if you're into filmmaking at all, if you want to learn how to write to a budget, if you want to learn how to schedule, how to budget things, how to make sure that your script is formatted in a way where you can... shoot it, where you can break it down. It's basically a shooting script versus a reading script. I will be teaching all that this Saturday. I'm going to be doing only a one-day class. It is going to be through Zoom, so it doesn't matter where you are anywhere in the world. The description below will have the link to that. It is through Eventbrite, and I'll throw up a code for... that I'll just put the code in the description for like 10% off. So yeah, it's gonna be about 3 hours or so. So you'll definitely learn a lot of stuff if you are into, or if you just want to learn about filmmaking, you're ready to do a short, you're ready to write your own script. There's plenty I'm going to be able to teach like real world, because I've been in the business for 18 years. In fact, I had some really good meetings today. 2 production companies I had meetings with today, and it looks like they're about to gear back up. On the lower budget side, because we have one more strike going at the end of the month, so we're going to find out about that. But anyway, sorry about that. I got off on a tangent. Anyway, let's talk about The Regent. So this is directed by Claire Kilner. She's directed, I think, 5 episodes of the show already. She directed The Wedding Date and a bunch of other stuff. Pennyworth. She's done a bunch of shows. She's good. She's good. And then this is written by Ryan J. Condal, who did about 15 episodes so far. But he also did pretty much every episode of The Colony. So these guys know what they're doing. So it's, last episode we had everything that happened with the battle. And we had some deaths happen. So it's kind of okay that we had a non-action episode. I wish we had a little bit of action every episode, but this was definitely a calm down type of episode where we saw the ramifications of everything that happened in the last episode. So I'm kind of okay with it, because there was a lot of stuff for the characters to deal with from the last episode. I mean, each side lost something and had to kind of regroup and had to deal with grief and loss and all those things. So if you haven't seen the last episode, I'll do like a little catch-up on that. Rhaena, I think I had to say her name. She was the princess that was never queen. She could have been queen, but it was, I think she was the sister to the main king. And, of course, he then gave it to the daughter, even though the son... was ended up taking, which is Aegon, and Alicent's son, who really wasn't ready for it. He was very impetuous. Her sons are kind of off the handle all over the place, where I think Rhaenyra's kids are a little bit more sweet and kind of down to earth and smart. So you have the blunt instruments that are Alicent's kids, and then you have the more thoughtful and sweet kids, like the kid that died. He was very caring, but he was also very brave. So I definitely like Rhaenyra's kids better. And Jacaerys, he comes up with a good idea towards the end. We'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, so the princess was Aegon just came out of nowhere and just started battling her. So she ended up was winning against him, but Aegon's dragon is like 2 times the size of everybody else's. So he ended up killing his own brother for the most part. Not killing because the kid's not dead. I thought Aegon was dead in the last episode, but he's just burnt to a crisp. And I have seen a burn ward in real life, and I can tell you that it's no place anybody wants to be. And I can't imagine that he's still alive after crashing. First of all, he was on fire, he crashed, and somehow he lived. I don't understand how. But they brought him back, and they brought the head of the dragon back, and all of the villagers kind of thought that those things were immortal, so it's kind of a bad omen for them. Meanwhile, Daemon is, I don't know what the hell he's doing, man. He's kind of messing up all over the place. He's trying to play strong arm. These guys aren't having it, so he comes off looking like an idiot. He's hallucinating all over the place. Now he's having sex with his mom. I don't know what's going on. And nobody wants to follow him because they find him as a tyrant. He just needs to go back and work with Rhaenyra because this guy is no leader. He is no leader. He's a strong arm, warrior. Do what you're good at, man. You were never meant to be king, man. No matter what your ego says. So, meanwhile, you have Alicent trying to now be regent in place of Aegon, and the whole council isn't having it. She's a woman. She wasn't really bred to be a war queen, and I think that's where things are. In fact, both women are having the same problem, that they weren't bred for war. I don't think any problem. The kingdoms didn't have any problem where the queens were there as during peace, but now that it's wartime, they're having a problem that they want a warrior in the throne, which does make sense to a certain degree. That these, even though they're kids, they were bred as warriors, but nobody's really pushing Rhaenyra aside. They know that she's smart, but they don't know if she's tactical. That's the problem. So she's got to teach them that she's tactical. But Alicent just got pushed completely out of the way for Aemond, and she's afraid of Aemond. She doesn't like him, even though it's her child. She fears him. And when he kind of it's funny, he stayed quiet. He's always been quiet. But as soon as he took the ball, he was immediately giving orders. It was very interesting, like a switch was turned on. I found that whole display very, very interesting in that scene. And meanwhile, she's like hearing want, like in Peanuts while everybody's talking, but you can hear him in the want thing going, giving the orders. But she's like retreated within herself for a minute there, kind of thinking about all the ramifications of him being leader, of him being king, is going to do. So, and I'm very interested to see this because I do think that he's tactical, and I do think that he's smart, and he's ruthless as hell, and I think that him being king is going to be good for the war, but bad for the kingdom, if that makes any sense. So, we'll see what happens, but then Jacaerys there, the other son, comes up with an idea that we have dragons, we just don't have riders, but we have a thinner bloodline in another kingdom, and they're going to go now try to get them. But he tried to make a deal with another kingdom, but they have to have the kingdom that Daemon's going after, or Daemon is controlling. So I don't know how that's going to go over. But he kind of promised it to them one way or another. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, and then we have the other woman dealing with Rhaenyra saying, yeah, there's 2 ways to win a war. We can also win by starting rumors and seeing if anybody comes over or rebels that way against the Hightowers. So it's just, again, there's a lot of little pieces going on, and then the other guy became the Hand, the husband of the princess, and I like him. I think he's going to be a good Hand, as opposed to Cole, who is not a good Hand. Plus, of course, he's going through his grief, and his daughter's very smart too. His daughter kind of knows how to handle him. Or no, it's not his daughter; it's his granddaughter, I think. So, anyways, again, there's a lot of stuff going on. I like this episode, even though we didn't have any action. There was a lot of character development here. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. And if you're not watching it, please do. And if you are watching it, let me know. If anybody read the book. I don't want to put any spoilers up, but they're obviously not going to finish what happens here. But is this taking place like the book? Is this going to end the same way as the book? I don't know. It's interesting. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, and put some comments in below. And at the same time, remember to give me a like, give me a subscribe if you can, ring that bell, ding ding. And if you can come to my seminar, my webinar this weekend on Saturday, check out the link below. You'll definitely get some information if you are looking to write a script, or if you're looking to produce even a short music video or even a feature. All right, and it'll be on Eventbrite, and you can use the promo code to get a few dollars off as well. All right, I will see you guys on the next episode. Check out some of the stuff that I've recorded as well, and I'll see you guys next one. All right, have a great week, guys. Bye-bye.